Hi, this is Yvette from inspiredwellness.org. My company's name is Inspired Wellness Nutrition and Transformational Lifestyle Coaching, and I'm here just to give you a few tips on how to alleviate daily lupus joint pain or joint pain if you have an autoimmune disease. These are tips that I've used myself. If you know or do not, you may or may not know that I suffered with the illness of lupus for a very long time. Go on my website, www.inspiredwellness.org, so you can read my story and find out what I did. I kind of reversed it, which people say is impossible, but I did it. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you folks today is, like I said, some tips on how to alleviate daily joint pain. First thing I'd like to share is gluten. Remove all gluten breads, pasta, crackers, white wheat flours, and try to eat more whole foods. And if you still want to eat the pasta, what I would recommend is that you try gluten-free, the gluten-free brand. They sell it in the supermarket, and see if that works. Another thing is cut out dairy. Dairy is not made for the human digestive tract, and it causes inflammation. So my recommendation is to switch to almond milk, hemp milk, or rice milk. I like drinking rice milk. I like that a lot, but some people may not like it. So you have different choices. Also, probiotics. It's very, very, very important that you take a probiotic. Whether you have an immune system or not, probiotics are really good. When I work with clients, I like to look at their digestive tract very carefully, and if someone is suffering from like gas, bloating, constipation, or anything like that, they need to take probiotics. And if you're on like antibiotics, definitely take a probiotic because it helps. And when you're looking for a probiotic, I would say that find one that has at least 5 to 7 different strains of live culture, and those will be very good for you. And the next thing that I want to talk about is omega-3 fatty acids, which are fish oils. Fish oils are phenomenal for combating inflammation. I would say take between 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams per day with your food. That's very essential if you're suffering from an autoimmune disease, inflammation in the body. A brand I like to use is this one. Is called Nordic Naturals, and this one has omega-3 with D3, which you also need D3, and I'm going to speak about that in a second. And what I like about Nordic Naturals is that it doesn't have that fishy taste to it. So like when you burp, you're not burping fish. This actually has like a lemony taste to it. It's actually pretty good. I use it all the time, and I recommend it to my clients. And FYI, they're not paying me anything to talk about this particular product. I talk about it because I use it and I like it. I don't promote any vitamin brand or anything like that. Whatever I recommend because I've used it myself and I have good experience with them. Okay, so and another way you can get omega-3s by eating fish high in omega-3. I would say go for wild caught instead of farm raised. Farm raised is usually not too great. And you could also get your omega-3s from walnuts, avocado, coconut oil, salmon, mackerel. All these things are good for you. Also, vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is very important for people who have autoimmune diseases because it modulates an overactive immune system, and it quiets down the immunity, especially in autoimmune disorders, meaning there's less joint pain and inflammation. Also, vitamin D3 helps to build bones. For those of you who have taken prednisone, you know that it robs the body of calcium, and it can lead you to have and robs your bones of calcium, and it can lead you to have osteoporosis. And vitamin D3 can help prevent this. So the majority of individuals, especially in the winter season, tend to have low D3 levels. So I would say you bring that up to about 2,000 to 5,000 IUs. And with the omega-3s, I would say take 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams per day. Okay. Next one is nightshade vegetables. Nightshade vegetables come from the Solanaceae family, which includes over 2,000 specimens. I would recommend you Google them because I would be sitting here all day talking about them because there's so many of them. I'll just give you a few, which are tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, potatoes. These are part of the nightshade families, and they have an alkaloid called solanine, and that is what causes them. It causes to excrete calcium from the bones and minerals and trace minerals. So these, vegetables have been found to cause inflammation with people who have autoimmune disease. And next thing I want to talk about is sugar. Sugar causes inflammation in the body, so you should totally avoid it. And please don't try those alternatives like Equal, Splenda, and all that. It's still not good for you. Find a natural alternative to the sugar, like raw honey, stevia. These things are much healthier for you. Another thing is salt baths. They help to decrease inflammation, soothe pain, and it also relieves the body of aches and pains. And I would put a little bit of lavender oil or rose oil and just, take a nice warm bath in it. And it also helps to relax you and decrease the levels of adrenaline. So this way you can, go to sleep at night and rest. And another thing I would say to avoid hydrogenated oils, processed foods, and fried foods. So not good for you, especially if you have an autoimmune disease. And my last tip is pork. Pork is not good for you, especially if you have an autoimmune disease. Sorry, I know they say that it's the other white meat, but it stimulates an auto reaction due to its fat quantity and quality. So I would avoid that if I were you. And basically, these are my tips for people who have lupus and autoimmune diseases. Try them out and see if it works for you. If you notice a difference, give it 2 to 3 weeks, give it a month, and try them and see if it helps you feel any better. When I did this, it helped me a lot with my joint pain, and it made me feel a whole lot better. So, and if there's information that you want or anything else you want to hear, any topics, you can email me at inspiredwellness@yahoo.com. My name is Yvette LeBoy. I am from Inspired Wellness, Nutrition, and Transformational Lifestyle Coaching. At Inspired Wellness, we inspire people to stay healthy and transform their lives. www.inspiredwellness.org. Have a good night.